Hello everyone and welcome to my channel Creative Abhyas. I hope all of you are doing good. It's been a while since we learned certain dining etiquettes, the do's and don'ts, the mask etiquette, the dining etiquette, the napkin etiquette, how to take a seat at the dining table, lot of that, and what to avoid on the dining table. But still there's so much to learn. So taking little at a time, I would now move further with our learning. So in next of my few videos, I would be talking to you about knowing your cutlery and how to use your cutlery, the resting position of the cutlery, the closing position of the cutlery, what are the ways of dining, and how to use the commonly placed dishes at the dining table, and to know which cutlery belongs to me, which water glass belongs to me, all of that. So let's begin. As you can see, this basic setup of the table. On my left is my bread and butter plate and the table napkin, which I need to unfold as I have seated. As we discussed, we need to unfold the napkin into half and place it on your laps. And after doing that, on my right side is my water glass, which is placed on the tip of this knife. On my right hand side, this is the table knife I am going to use for my dining, and this will be my fork on the left hand side, and this is my dinner plate, which is just placed right in center of my seat, half an inch away from the table. And then there is this tablespoon, which I will be using as and when I need. There will be a soup spoon laid out in the front. There will be a dessert spoon or a dessert fork, depending upon the type of dessert you are to be served. So this is the basic setup of a dining table you will generally come across when you go for dining outside or at somebody's home, or even if you want to lay out a dining table, this will be the basic setup. Though there are many pieces of cutlery added to it, but we will not be going into that detail, because when we dine at such places, it's the wait staff who takes care of it. The thumb rule of using your cutlery is outside in. So if I have to use, I will be using first the spoon, then the knife, then whichever fork is placed on the outside, I will be using that first, and then the next one, and then the next one, depending upon the number of cutlery, what are the courses served to us. According to that, I will be using it. So to hold the knife, which is on my right hand side, what I need to do is I need to hold it with my this finger up and these three fingers closing it, and the thumb comes on the side, you can see. So this is the way we hold our knife. We don't hold our knife like this. We don't hold our knife like a pen. It is, we hold it with our index finger like this on the neck of the knife, which is a thinner portion, then the thumb supporting it from the side, and these three fingers closing it down. So this is the way I'll hold my knife, and this is the way I'll hold my fork. Again the index finger going on top, thin portion above the fork, and these three fingers closing it, the thumb coming on the side to support it, and this is the way you hold your fork. Now there are basically two ways accepted worldwide for dining. One is the American way and the other is the continental way. In American way of dining, what we need to do is that we pierce the food of a piece of food with the knife, with the fork, hold it tight, and then cut it with the knife, make it a smaller piece, and then what we do, we rest our knife in the front portion of the front edge of the plate, and we transfer the fork to our right side, and then we take the food to our mouth. Again we transfer our fork to our left hand side. We lift the knife from the front edge of the plate. We again pierce the food piece, we cut it, and then we rest our knife, switch the fork, and take it to our mouth. So this is American way, which is also a zigzag way of eating. And so you keep on doing this in the whole process of dining. It's bit difficult, but with practice people do follow. It's your choice whether you want to go with American style of dining or you want to go with continental way of dining. When in between you want to talk to people or you want to rest, but at the same time you don't want your plate disappearing, and you want to indicate the staff that you are still eating, rest your knife in the front edge of the plate and the fork just left open like this at a 4 o'clock position. This indicates that you are still eating. Once you are done with your meal, you need to close your plate and you want to indicate the staff that your plate can be cleared. What you do is, considering your plate as a clock, this being 12 o'clock position, 3 o'clock and 6 o'clock and 9 o'clock, the knife needs to be rested at 4 o'clock position, the cutting edge of the knife facing inside and a slight edge outside, not too much off the plate, not fully inside the plate. It's just a portion, a small edge of the knife coming out of the plate, resting on the edge of the plate, and then the fork goes at 5 o'clock position like this. So this is the way we close our plate at the knife at 4 o'clock position, the fork at 5 o'clock position in the American way. This is an indication to the wait staff that they can clear the plate. Next, we will be talking about the continental way of dining. The continental way of dining, the holding of cutlery is more or less similar to the American way of dining. The knife is always held like this, the fork is held like this same way, the index finger on the top of the fork, here also the thumb closing it here, the 3 fingers closing it here like this, and we pierce the food piece and we cut it, but we don't cross the fork in your continental way. We just cut it like this, and then in this we don't need to switch the cutlery. After cutting, we can use the knife to push the food to your fork. You want to eat whatever is served on your plate, like your vegetables, your mashed potatoes, you can just, with the help of the knife, you can just take it, and then after that you can just take it to your mouth. You don't have to switch your cutlery in continental way of dining. Same way, you again cut one piece at a time, not all the pieces or all the food at a time. You deal with one piece of food, take a small bite, make a small bite and take it to your mouth. When you are eating, the food comes to you, remember this, you do not go to the food bending towards your plate. It's always the food, you sit straight and then with care you just bring your food to your mouth and you eat it. In European way of dining, when you want to rest your cutlery in between, what you need to do is keep your fork upside down at maybe 7 o'clock position and the knife at a 5 o'clock position, crossing it. This is the indication that you are still dining and you are not done with your meal. And once you are done with your meal, you need to close it. The closing way of continental style of dining is more or less similar to the American way, except that your fork, the knife will be at 4 o'clock position, the cutting edge facing inside, the fork will be upside down. So this will be the final position of your cutlery once you are done with the meal. So this is the way of continental way of dining. Now, as I told, the bread and butter plate on my left side will be used for placing the bread, the accompaniments which are placed in the center of the table for common use. Now, when it comes to bread, so what we need to do is that from the center dish, I need to serve the bread on my bread and butter plate, one slice, and keep the dish back. And then next is, if I want to serve butter for myself, from the center dish with the butter knife, I will place little butter in my bread and butter plate, inside, not outside, because whatever has to spill in your plate inside, not off the plate. So what I'll do is that I'll take a cube of butter and place it in my bread and butter plate, and then just keep that butter dish back to its place. And after that, what I will do with the bread, I will not butter the whole slice at a time. The bread has to be broken into pieces, so I'll break it into pieces, and taking one piece at a time, I will just apply butter to a piece of that broken bread, and after that I can just take it to my mouth. Now bread can be eaten with hands. There is no need to struggle with knife and fork with a bread. You can just take bread with your hands to your mouth. So it is perfectly fine. It is acceptable. So this is the way. You will not butter all the pieces which you have broken at a time, but it will be only one piece at a time, and then taking it to your mouth, chewing it and eating it, and then applying butter to another piece. So it goes like that stepwise. It's never all together. It's never all together. So this is all about your cutlery, the resting position, the closing position, the American way, the continental way, and how to serve the commonly placed butter on the table, how to serve your bread, and then how to apply butter to your bread. So I hope this is enough for today, and I expect that all of you will practice this. With little practice, all this can be easily achieved. It's not so difficult. And when we bring it into our practice, it just builds up our confidence and gives us more confidence of dining with any kind of people, whatever class, and we don't have to feel embarrassed at anything like that. And this is all I'm helping you out with. I hope that all these videos are helpful to you, and you will bring it into your daily practice whenever you go out for dining, or in case you are invited somewhere. Even at home you can practice that. It can be taught to children also. There is no harm in learning. Learning is a long process. And if you like this video, please give a thumbs up, leave comments in the comment section, and you can let me know what else you would like me to take up in my videos. And do subscribe my channel if you haven't, and ring the bell icon. Thank you so much. Have a lovely day.